Commuter railroads are home to one of the busiest forms of rail transportation, so I'll be discussing the major commuter railroads around the country. For each railroad, I will briefly discuss its history, rail equipment, and routes. This will be broken down by the different regions around the country. Today, we will be covering the major commuter railroads in the Midwest. Chapter 1. Metra. Metra is the primary commuter rail system in the Chicago metropolitan area, serving the city of Chicago and its surrounding suburbs via the Union Pacific Railroad, BNSF Railway, and other railroads. It is the fourth busiest commuter rail system in the United States by ridership, and the largest and busiest commuter rail system outside of the New York City metropolitan area. In 2024, the system had a ridership of about 34.8 million, or about 166,000 per weekday, as of the fourth quarter of 2024. Metra has roots that trace back to the mid-19th century. Early commuter services were operated by private railroads such as the Chicago, Burlington and Quincy, and the Illinois Central Railroad. By the 1930s, Chicago boasted the world's largest public transportation system. The Illinois General Assembly established the Regional Transportation Authority in 1974 to oversee and fund public transportation in the region. In 1983, the RTA created the Commuter Rail Division, which adopted the Metra brand in 1985 to merge the various commuter services under a single name. There are a variety of diesel-electric locomotives that Metra uses on their fleet, including the F40PH and F40PHM units built by EMD. They also purchased Motive Power MP36PH diesel locomotives. Metra has a fleet of older locomotives, including F59PH and F59PHI types, that have been acquired that formerly worked for GO Transit in Toronto, Ontario, as well as Amtrak. Metra also acquired a fleet of rebuilt SD70 Mac freight units that have been modified for passenger use. Their fleet of passenger cars is made up of gallery-style commuter coaches. The cars used on the electric lines are self-propelled electrical multiple-unit versions of the gallery cab control coach. Metra has 11 lines, including the BNSF line, Heritage Corridor line, Metra Electric line, Milwaukee District North line, Milwaukee District West line, North Central Service line, Rock Island line, Southwest Service line, Union Pacific North line, Union Pacific Northwest line, and the Union Pacific West line. Chapter 2. Northstar. Northstar is a commuter rail in the state of Minnesota. In 2024, the system had a ridership of 127,400, or about 400 per weekday as of the fourth quarter of 2024. It began operations on November 16, 2009, following years of planning initiated by the Northstar Corridor Development Authority in 1997. The line was developed to reduce traffic congestion along Interstate 94 and the U.S. Highway 10 corridors. The Northstar fleet consists only of Motive Power MP36PH3C locomotives and Bombardier bi-level commuter cars. Northstar has one route that connects downtown Minneapolis with communities to the northwest, ending in Big Lake 40 miles away. Chapter 3. South Shore Line. The South Shore Line is a commuter rail line operated by the Northern Indiana Commuter Transportation District between Millennium Station in downtown Chicago and the South Bend Airport Station in South Bend, Indiana. In 2024, the system had a ridership of 1.7 million, or about 5,800 per weekday, as of the fourth quarter of 2024. The Chicago, South Shore, and South Bend Railroad began operations in the first decade of the 20th century as an interurban railroad, hauling both passengers and freight. In 1989, in the wake of financial troubles, the commuter train operations were spun off to the publicly-owned Northern Indiana Commuter Transportation District. Today, the original Chicago, South Shore, and South Bend Railroad continues to provide freight services along this rail corridor, as well as other lines in this area. South Shore trains are all made up of electric multiple-unit cars. Some of these are older single-level cars, with the remainder being bi-level gallery cars that are nearly identical to those used on the Metra electric lines. The route leaves South Bend Airport as it travels west along the shore of Lake Michigan and ends in downtown Chicago. Chapter 4. Conclusion. That wraps up this video on discussing U.S. commuter railroads. In the next video, we will continue looking at different commuter railroads around the country, seeing what they have to offer. If you want to see more content like this, please consider subscribing, as these videos take a lot of work to make, and your support is greatly appreciated. With that said, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.